The quiet threat. Why seniors must prioritize bone health. You may not feel it yet, but your bones could be losing strength quietly every single day. As we grow older, our bones naturally lose density, becoming more fragile and susceptible to fractures. According to the CDC, nearly 1 in 4 women over the age of 65 in the U.S. affected by osteoporosis. For men, the numbers are slightly lower but still significant. What many don't realize is that this process often goes unnoticed until it's too late, when a fall results in a fractured hip or spine. The economic and emotional impact is also heavy. A fractured hip in a senior can lead to prolonged hospital stays, expensive rehabilitation, and even permanent loss of independence. It's more than just physical pain. It's a serious blow to one's lifestyle, mobility, and self-confidence. And yet this issue is often ignored until after the damage is done. That's why prevention matters more than ever. By being proactive, seniors can enjoy stronger bones, greater mobility, and a much higher quality of life in their later years. One of the most powerful tools at your disposal: your daily diet. Instead of relying solely on medications, adding the right foods can play a crucial role in building and maintaining stronger bones. The body continually rebuilds bone tissue, and this process depends heavily on the nutrients available in your bloodstream. This is where the concept of bone health foods seniors should embrace becomes vital. From leafy greens to omega-3 rich fish and even fortified foods like calcium-enhanced orange juice, these small dietary shifts can yield major benefits, according to a recent study published in the Journal of Nutrition. Health and aging seniors who regularly consumed bone-strengthening foods experienced a 33% reduction in fracture risk compared to those with poor dietary habits. The evidence is compelling, and the changes are simpler than you might think. In this guide, we'll explore 3 easy and effective changes you can make to your diet today. These changes are not only simple to implement, but also supported by science and easy on the taste buds. Whether you're cooking for yourself or relying on a caregiver or family member, these options are accessible and flexible. Stay with us, because each section of this guide will help you build a stronger foundation, literally, for your golden years. Remember, it's never too late to start strengthening your bones from within. Change 1. Add more calcium-rich vegetables. When we think about calcium, the first food that comes to mind is usually milk. But for many seniors, dairy isn't always the most suitable or digestible option. That's where calcium-rich vegetables come into play. These foods are not only bone-friendly, but also easier on digestion and packed with additional nutrients. Why calcium matters. Calcium is the most abundant mineral in the body, and over 99% of it is stored in our bones and teeth. As we age, calcium is absorbed less efficiently, and if our intake doesn't keep up, our bodies will start to leach it from the bones, leading to reduced bone density. This process accelerates especially after menopause in women or with a sedentary lifestyle, making it even more important to include natural calcium sources daily. Calcium doesn't work alone, though it needs the support of other nutrients like vitamin D, magnesium, and vitamin K2 to be fully absorbed and utilized. Top calcium-rich vegetables to try: kale, a powerhouse of nutrition. Kale offers a decent dose of calcium along with vitamin K, which helps calcium bind effectively to bones. Bok choy. This Chinese cabbage is mild in flavor and great in soups and stir-fries. Collard greens. Extremely high in calcium and often enjoyed steamed or sautéed broccoli. Not just for kids, broccoli is rich in calcium and also has antioxidants that support overall health. Turnip greens. A southern staple that deserves a spot on every senior's plate. Spinach, high in calcium, though it also contains oxalates, which can slightly hinder absorption, best balanced with other sources. How to incorporate these vegetables. Add a handful of kale or spinach into your morning smoothie. Sauté bok choy with garlic for a simple side dish. Mix broccoli into soups or casseroles for a hearty boost. Create a calcium-rich salad with chopped collards, a sprinkle of seeds, and a light vinaigrette. Try turnip greens as a steamed side seasoned with olive oil and lemon juice. Real-life example. Martha, a 72-year-old retiree from Florida, struggled with brittle nails and early signs of bone thinning. Her doctor suggested focusing on more whole foods, particularly leafy greens. Within 6 months of adding a daily smoothie with kale and chia seeds, her follow-up bone scan showed marked improvement. She said, "I never thought such a small change could make such a big difference. I feel stronger, more energetic, and even my balance has improved." The science backs it up. A study from the National Institutes of Health (NIH) found that diets rich in plant-based calcium sources significantly reduce the risk of fractures among adults over 65. When combined with vitamin D, the absorption rate improves drastically. These vegetables also contribute to hydration, blood pressure regulation, and digestive health, creating a holistic benefit that supports aging gracefully. The good news is that bone health food seniors can easily include these vegetables because they are widely available, budget-friendly, and adaptable to many meal plans. Whether raw, steamed, or blended, these greens can become a delicious part of your daily meals. So next time you're grocery shopping, skip the supplement aisle for a moment and make a stop in the produce section. Your bones will thank you, and so will your future self change it too. Include more omega-3, rich foods. Bone health isn't just about calcium. Inflammation can play a silent but destructive role in bone loss. That's why incorporating anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids into your diet is a smart science-backed move for anyone, especially seniors. Why omega-3s help bones? Chronic inflammation can accelerate bone loss by interfering with the bone remodeling process. The natural cycle in which old bone is replaced with new omega-3 fatty acids help to counteract this inflammation, potentially slowing the breakdown of bone tissue and even supporting the formation of new bone. Researchers have found that individuals with higher levels of omega-3s in their blood tend to have greater bone mineral density. This link is particularly strong in older adults, where maintaining bone strength is crucial to independence and long-term health. Top omega-3 sources for seniors: salmon rich in DHA and EPA, two powerful omega-3s that have been studied extensively for their role in both cardiovascular and bone health. Sardines. These small, oily fish are also an excellent source of calcium, offering a double benefit: chia seeds, plant-based and rich in ALA. Another type of omega-3. They're also easy to incorporate into smoothies or oatmeal. Flax seeds, best consumed ground for easier digestion and absorption. They add a nutty flavor to baked goods and cereals. Walnuts, a crunchy, satisfying snack that supports brain health along with bone density. Easy ways to add omega-3s to meals. Enjoy grilled salmon twice a week, perhaps with a side of steamed broccoli or baked sweet potato. Stir chia seeds into your morning yogurt or oatmeal for a creamy texture and added nutrients. Sprinkle ground flaxseed over a salad or blend it into a smoothie. Keep a bag of walnuts handy for an energy-boosting snack. Mash sardines with lemon juice and olive oil for a delicious spread on whole grain toast. Expert insight. According to a Harvard Medical School review, omega-3 fatty acids may reduce the levels of C-reactive protein CRP and other inflammatory markers in the body. Since chronic inflammation is now considered a contributing factor to bone loss, this makes omega-3s an important nutrient for skeletal health. In another study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, women who consumed more omega-3s were shown to have a slower rate of bone loss and a lower risk of hip fractures. Clearly, these foods should be on the radar when we talk about bone health foods. Seniors can incorporate personal story from stiff joints to greater mobility. Richard, 68, had been struggling with joint stiffness and occasional knee pain that limited his daily walks. His doctor recommended more omega-3 rich foods and less processed sugar. He started eating salmon twice a week and added walnuts to his lunch routine. Within a few months, Richard noticed a reduction in joint pain and stiffness. He regained the confidence to take his walks again and even began volunteering at a local community garden, he shared. "It's amazing how changing just a few things in my diet made such a difference in how I feel. I move more easily now, and that means I can stay active and social." Takeaway. When thinking about bone health foods, seniors should focus on omega-3s. May not be the first thing that comes to mind, but they should be. These essential fats do more than support the heart and brain. They help reduce inflammation and promote stronger bones. And the best part, they're easy to enjoy in tasty, senior-friendly meals. Don't underestimate the power of adding a little fish, a handful of seeds, or a few nuts to your plate. Your joints and bones will thank you in the long run. Change 3. Embrace fortified and fermented options. As we grow older, our digestive systems become less efficient. Seniors often experience reduced stomach acid, lower enzyme production, and changes in gut flora, all of which can affect how well nutrients like calcium and vitamin D are absorbed. That's where fortified and fermented foods come in as powerful allies in the fight for better bone health. Why fortified and fermented foods matter. Fortified foods are those with added nutrients, often ones that seniors might be lacking due to age-related absorption issues. Fermented foods, on the other hand, are naturally rich in probiotics that enhance gut health and improve nutrient uptake. Together, they form a dynamic duo that supports bones from the inside out. Fortified foods that boost bone. Health Calcium Fortified Orange Juice. A popular non-dairy source of calcium that pairs well with breakfast vitamin D fortified cereal, helps calcium absorption, and provides fiber plant-based milk alternatives. Many almond, soy, and oat milks are fortified with both calcium and vitamin D. Fortified tofu. Check labels for calcium set varieties. Great in stir-fries or soups. Fermented foods that aid nutrient absorption. Yogurt with live cultures supports gut flora and can increase calcium uptake. Kefir, a tangy drinkable yogurt with powerful probiotics. Sauerkraut, fermented cabbage that's tasty, tangy, and gut-friendly. Miso, a fermented soybean paste used in soups, rich in minerals and probiotics. How these foods help bones. A healthy gut ensures that the nutrients we eat are properly broken down and absorbed into the bloodstream. Without this, even a perfect diet can fall short. Probiotic-rich foods help regulate digestion and create an environment where calcium and magnesium can be absorbed more efficiently. Fortified foods provide the missing links in a senior's diet, offering vitamins and minerals in forms that are easier for an aging digestive system to process. For example, vitamin D helps shuttle calcium into bones, and without it, even high calcium intake can be ineffective. Combining fortified plus fermented for max benefit breakfast. Fortified cereal with kefir instead of milk. Lunch grilled tofu with miso dressing and a small serving of sauerkraut. Dinner, a glass of calcium-fortified plant milk alongside a balanced meal. Scientific support. A report by the National Institutes of Health (NIH) found that probiotic supplementation in seniors increased calcium retention and bone mineral density. Likewise, fortified foods have been shown in numerous clinical trials to prevent nutrient deficiencies that lead to osteoporosis. These are not exotic or hard-to-find items either. Most are available at local grocery stores and can be integrated into daily meals with minimal effort. Personal perspective making. Gut health a priority. Linda, 74, experienced frequent bloating and low energy. After consulting with her nutritionist, she began adding kefir and miso to her meals and switched from regular milk to calcium-fortified soy milk. Not only did I feel better after eating, she recalls, but my doctor told me my bone scan improved too. It's empowering to know my food choices made a difference. Conclusion: a gut check for bone health. When talking about bone health foods, seniors can benefit from fortified and fermented options are often overlooked, but they're vital. They don't just deliver nutrients, they help your body use them better. Don't let your digestive changes limit your health. Add these foods to your diet and you'll be taking a smart, science-backed step towards stronger bones and better overall well-being. Putting it all together. A sample day of bone-boosting meals. You've learned the what and why. Now let's look at the how. It's one thing to know which foods support stronger bones. It's another to fit them into a real-life daily routine. Fortunately, building your day around bone health foods seniors can enjoy is simple, tasty, and highly rewarding. Start with a strong morning breakfast sets the tone for the day. For bone health, it's your first opportunity to load up on calcium, vitamin D, and omega-3 SE, all while giving your digestion a gentle start. Sample breakfast smoothie with kale banana, fortified almond milk and chia seeds. A small bowl of vitamin D fortified whole grain cereal with kefir instead of milk. Handful of walnuts for a satisfying crunch, and omega-3 boost. Why it works. This combination provides plant-based calcium-healthy fats, fiber, and probiotics, everything you need to fuel your body and your bones. Mid-morning snack. Greek yogurt with live cultures and a spoonful of ground flaxseed. It's easy to digest and gives you a mid-morning calcium and probiotic boost. Build a bone-loving lunch. Lunch is a great time to bring in protein and more greens while staying light enough to avoid sluggishness. Sample lunch: grilled salmon fillet, mixed greens, salad with bok choy broccoli and a miso ginger vinaigrette, a glass of calcium-fortified orange juice. Why it works. This meal combines omega-3 rich salmon with calcium-packed greens and fermented miso for digestive support. It's balanced, colorful, and full of life-supporting nutrients. Afternoon snack: whole grain toast with mashed sardines, olive oil, and lemon, or a simple serving of fortified tofu with soy sauce and sesame seeds. Dinner for strength and satisfaction. By dinner, your body has been moving and using up fuel, so refueling with care is essential. Sample dinner: stir-fry with collard greens, tofu, and turnip greens in garlic and sesame oil. A small bowl of miso soup. Steamed sweet potato sprinkled with ground flaxseed. Glass of fortified oat milk. Evening treat if desired: frozen kefir with walnuts and berries. This day covers all the essential bone health foods seniors need: calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, and omega-3s, all in meals that taste great and are gentle on aging digestion. Meal planning tips: keep it simple. Choose 2-3 go-to meals for each part of the day. Batch prep: make smoothie packs ahead of time or pre-cook grains and vegetables. Smart shopping: create a grocery list based on these foods to avoid last-minute confusion. Be flexible. Swap salmon for sardines, kale for bok choy, or kefir for yogurt based on taste and availability. Final thought: this daily plan isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. By organizing your meals around bone health, foods seniors enjoy and benefit from, you create a sustainable habit that supports your strength, independence, and vitality for years to come. Final thoughts and call to action. Strong bones are the foundation of a strong, independent life, especially as we age. What's remarkable is that supporting your bones doesn't require radical change. In fact, it often comes down to simple, consistent choices made in your kitchen every day. We've covered 3 key dietary changes that are science-backed, accessible, and delicious. Adding more calcium-rich vegetables like kale, collard greens, and bok choy, including omega-3 rich foods such as salmon, chia seeds, and walnuts. Embracing fortified and fermented options like kefir miso and vitamin D fortified milk. Each of these changes may seem small on its own, but together they form a strong defense against osteoporosis, fractures, and age-related bone loss. If you're thinking, can food really make that much of a difference? The answer is yes. Studies from the Mayo Clinic, Harvard Medical School, and the National Osteoporosis Foundation all point to diet as a cornerstone of bone strength. And best of all, these foods don't just help your bones, they support your heart, digestion, brain, and overall energy too. Now it's your turn. If you're over 60, the time to act is now, not after a fracture or diagnosis. You have the knowledge and now you have a plan. Here's what you can do today. Pick just one change and try it for a week. Visit your local grocery store and buy a new leafy, green, or fermented food. Talk with your doctor about how to safely include more bone health foods seniors benefit from. We'd love to hear from you. What new food are you excited to try? Have you already made changes to your diet that helped? Drop a comment below and let us know. Your experience might inspire someone else to make that first change. And if you found this guide helpful, please like this video or article. It helps more people find it. Subscribe to the Lifewell Seniors channel for more health-forward content. Share this with someone who could benefit from stronger bones and better meals. Thank you for being part of our community. Remember, your bones are always working for you now. It's time to work for them.